I mean, I hate to say if you don't want to pay, but like you're still technically paying for that person's art, but you're paying with your services, which is an amazing way of doing things if you guys want to have other people's stuff out there as well too. I did an exchange with Mirror for Mirror's amazing peonies. Those were so gorgeous. And then we gave Mirror some art, some yarn, and that's when she got
This,
going on the
that yarn,
crocheting.
the yarn is in one of my bins behind me. I've been
Absolutely.
slowly trying to work up to it because I know I want to make a sweater with it, but I
Right.
still haven't gotten to structured pieces yet.
Oh, I don't blame
Because
you.
cursed foundation chains.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I'm still not over
Yeah.
that yet.
Yes.
Still not over it yet.
I kind of want to see. Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited about the plot. I have so much going on, so it will be a bit. We are moving, and Lord knows when I will actually have time to sit down and play for an extended period of time. I get that. Yeah. Moving is always shitty. Like, why must
Hard.
we do it? I know. It is so hard. 2 and 3.
And it's one of those things you can't put off to the side and just be like, I'll do it later. You kind of have to
Exactly.
do it.
Yep, kind of has to be a thing. Totally has to be a thing. Moving is dumb. It is, Alyssa. I'm sorry that you have to, but also hopefully you're moving on to better places. Foundation chains might be the bane of our existence, however they are needed. Just have to chain through it. Enter gentle giggle. Junie, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. There are a lot of different ways. Have you seen the way that TL Yarncraft does a foundation chain mirror mask?
Not quelled the
Oh,
rage enough to
okay.
actually explore my options.
So there's a way that you can do the foundation chain that causes it to be a little bit more like stretchy. So,
Mm.
yeah.
My problem is, or at least with the one that I'm doing, it's the pattern that I have is doing the neck first. So you
Oh, okay.
do like 60 some chains
Mm-hmm.
and then you slip stitch them together. So
Oh,
I
there's
can't
a
figure out if I've twisted before or after. So I can't tell if I
I
twisted it before or if afterwards when I'm doing the second row, if I'm going into the chains consistently.
okay. There is actually a really cool hack for that. And I will send you a video of it and I'll post it in
Okay.
the Discord. So, actually,
Because
do
it
I have
drives me
yarn around
crazy.
me? Hold on. Um, we'll use this for now. Okay. Do you have my stream up? I can show
Yes.
you it makes life so much easier. Hold on. I'm a little bit behind. Thank you for the shout out, Toya. But we're moving into a house that is ours and we can do whatever we want to it. I'm so excited. That's so awesome, Alyssa. Starting and next tend to do magic circles, then move around and things. Yeah. Exclamation point, hashtag cheating. It's not cheating if it makes your life easier. Never cheating. Okay. So when you chain, hold on, let me make sure I'm in the right spot. So you're doing your chains. When you get big enough with enough chains on there,
Mhm.
what you do is you go, so you pull it straight and you go back to your starting chain. And then I can't remember if I'm doing this right, but you put this on. And I'll have to remember. I'm trying to remember if I'm doing this
I
right.
think
I
I saw
think I am.
as an
But
option.
you've seen this before. So you put it on first to make sure that you're keeping it straight. Hold on. Let me make sure I get into the right loop here. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. You make sure you're in the right way. And then you just keep chaining.
Mhm.
And that'll keep you from twisting. And if you get twisted, so you start doing your chains more and you start to get twisted, you pull it back and you notice you're twisted, you can just fix it
Yeah,
by here.
problem is
and
not
then-
knowing when it's twisted.
Yeah. So the way you can tell is if you, so say like I have, right now I have the front or the back loop on, whichever loop I have on there. But if your bumps keep twisting towards you, so you can kind of, I don't know if you can see this or not because it's kind of small, but
I can't
the
because you're
bumps
behind
are,
your camera.
oh, right there.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So there's these back bumps on there.
Yes. Yes.
Versus where the V's are. If your back
Yes.
bumps are showing up, then it's backwards. If your back
Okay.
bumps are, if your V's are pointing out, then you're the right way.
Okay. That helps.
Okay. And then all you do is pull the front loop. So when you put this on, when you put your
There we
crochet,
go.
when you put it on your crochet hook, there we are. You want to make sure that you grab the right one. So like you want the front loop, you do the front loop. I'm back. Nope, there we are. Okay, good. And then make sure that when you go around again, your loops are showing in the right way. So it's just
Mhm.
a matter of kind of finagling to make sure that your V's are facing towards you.
Okay. I'll
Make
keep that in
sense?
mind when I give it a second try. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that I wasn't going to get it right when I tried it the first time, but I had never even attempted that many chains in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I know this is going to be wonky, but I need to at least do it once just to get it out of my system.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Because
Thank you,
a lot
Ian.
of the times I don't start projects
Yeah.
because I'm working up the prep to go into it to get it right the first time. And I'm like, no, just screw up. Just screw up and get it out of your system.
Mirror mask.
Just do it.
Yes. There
It's
are
so
some
hard.
crochet projects where I pull the pattern all the way out like 4 or 5 times before I get it right. Just got to do it.
Yep.
So I'm the same
Yep.
way. I will tear it back. But what I've started doing for myself is I've started just working the whole project. Just do it. Just do it. Because you learn how, and this is more with crochet with Amy than it is with wearables, because I haven't dipped my foot all the way into wearables yet.
That sounds scary to me.
But I try and get as much as possible and make sure that my count is on. And you can, especially with Amy, you can kind of finagle to do up or down in the round that you're going in. So like say I'm working on a round and it's like usually it's 6, 12, 18, 24, 36, 30, 36. And if I get to the end and I'm at like 38 or I'm at like, 28, what I'll do is I'll rip back 2 stitches, put 2 in, or go over the next 2 where I know I'm going to do single crochet and I'll do 2 more in that one and then continue going so that my count stays on and then I don't have to worry about it. So it's like, yay, just cheated a little bit.
Yes, I call it fudging.
Exactly.
And occasionally my Ami is full of fudge, and who doesn't like fudge? It's fine.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah, the only time that I will take out an entire pattern, usually it's not on Amis, but it say you're starting a blanket or whatever, and it just starts curving so funny. It's like I gotta pull this out until it's not curving like that. I gotta fix whatever I did there.
It's okay. This shawl for the auction is actually the project that I have frogged the most. I did 9 rows of frogging,
Oof.
and it hurt my soul.
Yeah.
But it's fine now.
Right?
It's okay now.
That's all that matters.
It's also the worst yarn barf I've ever dealt with. I had to cut my yarn off. I had to
saw
cut the
that.
yarn. I had to cut the yarn,
Yeah.
untangle it, and then tie it back together again and pretend that nothing happened.
Yep. That's the really nice thing that I like about yarn projects is you can just be like, I'm gonna cut this right here, put it on, and it never existed. There's no cut there.
I'm
Just
like,
a little Kelly
you
got
know what?
weaved in
You know
later.
what? Technically, this is all tied together anyway. I just didn't tie it
Exactly.
myself. So I'll just cut it. We'll tie it back together again. we'll make sure that we'll put a stitch over the edges somewhere. You won't know. You won't know.
Exactly.
The only time that doesn't work is if it's that color shifting frequently.
Oh,
And
yes.
then it looks weird if you cut it. So you
I
gotta like
know.
pull the yarn out till you get to the right spot again and tie it just right.
Exactly.
Pain.
Junie says, frogging just makes your fortitude stronger to really get a hand of things. The more you try, the better you get. Been crocheting for 6 years and it's adventure for each project. Yeah, you're totally right, Junie. You are totally right. There's just so many things that come and go and you have to do all the things and you're like, okay, I think I've got this right and I don't. Maybe I do. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to leave it alone. It's fine. We're just going to leave it alone. It's fine.
Every project is different too. That's the other thing. It's like you think you got a handle of it and then you do another project, you're like, nope, I don't.
Nope. It throws all of the things. I think that's the other thing. So for some of the newer people as well too, I sew my own clothing, and I can make a project and it will go perfectly, and I will love it, and everything will be great in that fabric. And then I try to make it again, and I'm like, why is this not working? What is wrong with you? We literally
thread
just did
change,
this.
anything. Can throw
Exactly.
off.
Everything. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, Toya, thank you for the reminder. I have to grab some water. I didn't grab a bottle of water before I came up here.
Oh yeah, I have tea.
Do we want to take a break, you guys?
Yeah, we can
Please
probably take a break.
I probably always need a break. I don't give myself enough breaks. Break.
Okay.
You want me to stop doing what?
Right? I get what you're talking about. Okay. So let's take a 5-minute break. And then we'll be right back because I got to go grab this water because I think this is my second hydrate I've missed now. And I still don't have a bottle of water. So I'll be right back, you guys. You guys go grab water or drink your tea, and we will be right back together.
yet. And
Really?
so- well, I do now because of the drops, but I didn't have it before that.
Okay.
But I just destroyed like her little courtyard area, and I made my own little scene, and I took a screenshot of it, and then and then
You
I
would.
tried to put it back.
God.
I was like, "Hey,
How
thanks,
dare
Ellen."
they take giant frog bird away? I'm still mad.
I'm so
still
sad. Okay, so here's the thing about it.
so mad.
There's like this little rocky island out, like pretty much right where Frogbert used to be, like Gigabert, right where he used to be, like just a little bit farther out into the water. There is like this little rocky area, and I'm so mad that they didn't just pop him out onto an island out there. Like put him somewhere you can't get to him, whatever.
Right.
But
close enough so that you can still see his eyes following
Yeah.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Frogbird is all seeing and all knowing. He still
Yeah.
follows you when he goes to your plot.
Yep.
Can we petition?
Sees all, knows all.
Can we get the Palea community to petition to bring him back?
I mean,
Right?
at least for Christmas, if he sees you where you're.
Put a hat on him, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Toya. Toya's calling on me. Gigabert forever in our hearts. Exactly, Janoise. Exactly.
Well, what's interesting is for a game that is very much like anti-FOMO,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
How else are people going to get the mini one?
Right.
And
I don't
if
know.
they join in and they can't climb Gigabert,
To get
Yeah,
how
it.
are they
I thought
going to
about
get
that.
Mini Bert?
That's true. They'll
That is
probably
very true.
Yeah, you know what they're probably gonna do? They're gonna probably put it in Zeki's ball. I feel like they're gonna do that. Because I feel like that's why they changed the way that the drops happen for the Cernuk.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why they changed that, because people were like, ain't nobody out here trying to hunt with 15,000 arrows. No, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not one of those people. I'm not gonna, But
I mean,
it was because
I predominantly hunt. Like that's my main
Yeah.
thing, I guess you would say, is I'm a hunter. And it was only after they changed it, only after this update, that I got a plushie.
Right, exactly.
Like of any sort, like of any kind of Cernuk. And now
I
that they
didn't
have
even
the
know that there were
version-
plushies from hunting
goodness.
before that.
Yeah, Space Age
I only know
Mermaid-
because of other streamers.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Space
the
Age
new Mugen
Mermaid says I'm
plushies
gonna
are
miss.
so derpy.
Oh my god, they're
They
so
are
adorable.
adorably derpy.
I mean, the only thing that would make them better is if they had actually gave them like a little blep, little.
Yeah,
Oh.
like a little time blip. They should have.
They should have, because they're idiots.
They're so slow.
They're
Like, they're just so slow. And then they're like, oh, let me just jump in this tree. Well, no, I can't cut down that tree,
Yeah.
dummy. Come back
and it's
here.
wild to see how many people are out Mugen hunting now in packs.
Yeah.
Like they're pack hunting, which I think is very fascinating, because they fixed the bug where the Mugens used to
When they spawned out.
heal in between, trees. So if you didn't kill them
Mhm.
before they got to a tree, then they'd heal. Like that was maddening. I
Yeah,
wonder why no one did it.
I know. Well, they had to if they wanted people to do, because I think everybody balanced out to just being like, oh, well, I'm just going to hunt the Cernuk because the Cernuk are fun now, right? Like,
Yeah.
and there's plushies
Yeah.
and there's things that are
There was motivating
pushing me
factors.
to. Exactly. And then
Yep.
that's the same thing with the bugs. Like, most of the bugs that they have for the plushies are not
I didn't
bugs
even know
that you can get common.
that they're like, when they said plushies, I assumed that it would stop at the Mugen, but when I saw that they had like plushies that were bug related, I was like, oh my god, yes, please.
Mhm.
Yes, please.
So I have a question. So I know like you can do Zeki's gumball machine thingy or whatever and get plushies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I kind of got pissed off and stopped using it because every time I get anything from the gumball machine, it's like wheat or
Yep.
seeds or like something junk every single time. Nothing worthwhile. And so
Mhm.
I just like,
So,
screw it, I'm done.
I religiously use the Zeki coin system.
Yes.
And I think I've maybe gotten like 3 things that were, what is it, the dawn something something,
Oh, the
that furniture set.
sunsets. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that set.
Um,
Oh, it's so gorgeous.
Everything else has been seeds and dumb shit, right? But
Yeah.
I just got my first plushie from it, and it was the
Ooh.
bee. I got the bee.
Ooh,
I'm so
nice.
jealous. So jealous.
But I mean, you think about like
Adelissa
how
says,
much I regularly use that coin system, like, and what I've actually gotten out of it percentage wise, it's very, very low.
Ugh.
So it just
See,
takes
you know,
so
I-
long.
I don't
Like,
I don't
have
like
a
it.
50-50 shot of getting something really good. But I
Yeah.
tend to get, if I get something good, I tend to get the same things over and over
Yeah.
again.
Oh yeah,
Over and
yeah,
over
yeah,
and
yeah.
over
Like, I
again.
get the
People
same
like
lights.
the same like
I get the same
lights.
lights, or
yeah, the
yeah.
lights.
I have
Yeah.
3 of the freaking bookcases
Yeah.
now because
So
that's all it's
Adelissa
been
says
giving
that
me. But
she's gotten her a lot of the Valley Sunrise stuff, and she's gotten really
Valley
lucky. She has the
Sunrise,
bee.
that's what it is.
Yeah, Valley
Yeah.
Sunrise. She's gotten really lucky. And then we have Fern. Do you use the one in the underground or in the shop?
Underground.
Yeah.
Even though I know it probably
Both.
has 0 like bearing on anything.
On which one? It's
yeah, I
like
use
it's like
both.
that
I
lucky
don't
slot
think I've
machine when you go
noticed
to
a
the
difference. Yeah, I don't think I've noticed a difference.
I've
I
only
know.
gotten furniture or anything that's like decorative 3 times, and 2 of them were the same thing, and it was the makeshift plant holder or whatever.
Oh, weird.
And
Okay.
and one was like the third one was a makeshift something or other bookshelf or end
Mm.
table
I
or
thought the
something.
makeshift only came from fishing.
No, I've gotten it out of the gumball machine.
That's fun.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm
I'm
just
giving
like,
the
I don't
mushy a
want
bigger
this
butt.
garbage. I don't want it.
The makeshift stuff actually gives a really cute aesthetic.
I love the makeshift stuff.
It makes me feel
There's some of it that's like trash,
vintage.
right? Yeah,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
especially seeing that I'm currently working on my fish room,
Yeah.
and so
Ooh.
I absolutely
That would be a
love-
good aesthetic for that. If you're going for a certain look, yeah.
Yeah. So I have on one of my secondary plots, I have just everything. Because, like, I don't know what it was with fishing. I could catch
Yeah.
makeshift for days. I have, like, 3 shelving units. I have 2 tables. Like, I have so much makeshift stuff.
See,
I
and
have,
it's
like-
I
almost
get a lot of doubles
impossible
of
for
things I
me.
don't really want to use doubles of, for sure.
Yeah. I have, like, 4
like the
pergolas.
book.
Like, it's crazy.
I have a couple of the book tables, the book end tables, and I like those. Those are the one few
See, now
things
if
that
if we could
use
exchange
regular.
gifts, I'd take some of that off in your hands.
Right.
Right. I agree.
Exactly.
I do like now that they allow you to delete stuff.
Yes.
Can
do you
you?
mean?
That-
Wait.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Of furniture
You
or
can delete
just
stuff now. I did it
Of furniture?
a week or 2 ago. You can delete furniture now.
Oh, interesting.
Because I had like 3, 5 of something, and I'm like, I don't need these. These are ugly. I don't like them. And I was like
I
clicking through
Need
things,
to
and I
go
deleted it.
Interesting.
Clean my
Yeah. So Alyssa says
inventory.
first, yeah, the only thing I'm missing is the desk. I cannot catch makeshift craft. And hello, Twisted
Can't
Mode.
either.
Happy Pride Month. Let's go. Hi, Emma. So yes, and
I don't catch much makeshift stuff at all.
Yeah. The other thing was I was in someone's stream and they were throwing away the chests that you get from Bahari and Kilima. And I was like, wait, how do you do that? And he's like, just right click, throw away. I'm like, do you know how many times I've done that? You lie. You
Wow.
lie.
You lie.
Hi, Amber. How you doing, lovely?
That's
But
interesting.
yeah, no, you can. Hi, Eva.
Oh, I can't wait to go clean that out now.
Yeah. Right? Go just throw all the things away. I like the chests. I like the chests, but I don't like the ones that have like seaweed all over them and all of that type of stuff. I don't like those. Those ones I don't like. I'm just like,
see, I
eh.
like those. But that's because
Yeah.
I'm doing my fish room.
Yes.
I'm guessing that the throwaway
like the
thing is very
chests.
recent because I'm like, I'm just gonna see if any of this has changed. Oh, look at that. There's a delete
It
button.
does. Yeah, because now you can ping your map, like you know how you do in like I guess the only example I can really think of is like Fortnite and those types of games, where if you press your middle mouse button, you ping. You can do that now.
Ping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know
so
that.
nice. Yeah, that is so nice.
Okay, what
They're
else
good
don't
for
I
fishing
know?
rooms. Yeah.
What else don't I know?
Um,
Inform me.
just
What
trying to
are other
think.
amazing things?
I just got super lucky. Was plushie hunting, and someone left behind a stag beetle, so I caught it and got the plushie from it. Let's go, Eva! That's awesome.
That's awesome.
You use them in your seafood restaurant? Yes, Alyssa has got a seafood restaurant. That is something. I was just standing there like, you gonna get that? No, you're leaving? Okay, then let's go, Eva. What else did they add? Obviously, there's new skins as well too for the premium store. Those are amazing. So you can get skins for your tools,
Yeah, I
fishing
already
rods,
spent
those types
enough
of
money on
things.
my current outfit, so and I
You're like, I'm
may
good.
have gotten a flutter fox.
Oh god, the flutter foxes
So
are adorable.
Yeah, that
I
stuff
will
is
say.
really expensive. And I like some of the new outfits too, but I'm like, I don't want to spend $40.
Yeah, that's true. You can buy individual pieces, though. You can buy individual pieces.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to do that the
Excuse
other
me?
night, and I couldn't figure that out.
Excuse
No,
me?
Somebody
you
else
can't. You
told me
can't
that
like
too.
buy parts of an outfit, but you you could buy like
when
one
there's a
set of
set?
3, not the bundle of all 3 sets of 3.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to buy one
It's
piece
not
of
a
an
la
outfit at a
carte.
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I want to be
Yeah.
able to just buy the pants
Yes,
or
that's true.
the shirt. That would be
That's true.
amazing. And then
But-
I would probably spend more money if they did that.
So one of the big things that I keep thinking about when I'm like, I'm not spending that amount of money. It's a free game. It is a
Yep.
free game.
Yep.
So like on one side, it sucks because they have to lay a bunch of people off. Someone also made a really good point about the layoffs. You need a lot more people when you first make a game versus when it's
Yep.
launched and when it's out. So
It
while
was
it
probably
sucks,
planned. It was probably planned to lay people off, to be honest, because they knew that they were going to not have to have that much staff long run.
I know, but
Yeah.
it does scare the community. I'll be completely
Yeah.
honest. There's a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of people who I've had in my chat who are like, I'm nervous the game's going to go away.
But
It's
so
not.
many games do that though. They lay a bunch of people off after, they think that it's set. Like I think they even did that for Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
And Baldur's Gate is huge. Like
yeah.
So
That's like an A title, A plus title or whatever it is. But yeah, no, I get it. And it is nerve-wracking. It's totally nerve-wracking to see that,
100%.
but at the end of the day,
Hey guys,
they got to do
hey
what they
guys.
got to do.
Can you remind me that we're doing this for fun today?
it's for fun.
We're doing this
and
for
it's
fun.
cute.
Are we having fun yet? I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mira, if it makes you feel any better, I'm grumpy at myself for like at least 3 different spots that I messed up, and I don't care. I'm gonna keep going. It's for
fun, guys.
funsies.
It's
Mhm.
fine. This is why it's in a book,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
It's
coloring.
just for fun. Ooh, can I
got
ask
this,
you guys
Mir.
a huge favor?
Yeah.
When we're done streaming, if you can send me a picture that you'd like to have posted and a little description on yourself. I'd like to put everybody who I have on collabs in my community excellence tab so everybody can see you guys.
Sure.
Please and thank you. Wait, I just thought about something. Community, can you hear the music? Or are you just hearing us prattle on like clucky chickens?
I have
'Cause
music
I'm
on
listening to
super
music.
low too. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I bet because they earlier my husband's like, I can barely hear those guys. I'm like, oh, then they can't hear my music. It's okay.
No music. Nope, but I prefer hearing y'all talk. Okay, sounds good, Ian. There's
Yeah.
music? Okay, that's what I thought. I'm gonna just turn. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it on for my own brain because that's just how my brain works.
That's
going a
kind of
little
where I'm at
crazy?
this point. Just
Yeah.
keeping it on so that it makes me not hear silence.
I wonder
Exactly.
if I can put mine on without it going to you guys.
You should be able to.
Think you should be able to.
I just have to
As
figure
long
out
as
what
it's not
channel
going
it's
to
going
Discord,
to.
you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where? Well, yeah. No, I can figure this out.
Okay,
I am
we're
going
working.
a little insane.
Right? It's kind of weird. Like, I've tried streaming with no music, like just stream hearing music, and I can't hear music. It's not an easy thing for me to do.
No.
So there we go. This is for Valora's chat, and
Uh,
we're already working our way towards a little
You go so
mushy body.
fast, man. Crazy.
Oh, mushy.
But I like
gave
plucky
I gave my
chickens, thank
mushy
you.
a little bit of a Buddha belly. He's a little
Yeah.
a little bit of a porker.
Yes, I love him.
Like, look
I love
I'm pretty
yes.
sure
He's such a porker
Oh,
pie.
that is
I
so
love him.
cute. I love
I
it.
love him.
mine's got a bit of an extra booty too, because I'm like looking at the image and looking at this. I'm like,
Oh,
he's got a
God.
big old rump right there.
Give him some thickness. Yep.
He's like,
Mm-hmm.
he woke up. He woke up. Come on.
I kind of messed
Oh,
up
God,
the
that's
ear up
awesome.
here, and I'm like, good enough.
No, it's fine. This is just for fun, you
okay.
guys.
I don't-
Booty
I don't
power.
think-
Exactly.
I tried not to tell myself I'm going for exact proportions or anything. I'm just
No. Aw,
They
they're
look
so
so
cute.
good,
I love
though.
it.
I'm trying to
Oh,
get
we
them
got a
just to
kitty.
be identifiable.
Right? Exactly. That's
And
what we're working
I'm
on.
learning, right? We're learning how
Yes.
to use gouache again because
Exactly.
Move
this is not watercolor.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's different.
Gouache does not work like watercolor at all.
Okay,
I
so
will say the color blue on this bird is driving me insane. I can't figure out how to mix this color blue.
so can
I'm
we get you
regretting.
guys? Okay, so what are you working with today, Ursa?
I'm just doing color pencil today. And
Okay,
ink.
you're doing color pencil today. Okay. And what do you like about colored pencil versus whatever other mediums you use?
Control.
Control? Yeah. Okay.
It's one of the few that I feel like I can 100% control. And
Right.
if I mess up, it easily erases.
Nice.
So,
There are erasers for colored pencils.
oh, you can just erase with regular erasers.
Oh, I didn't know
I just
that.
use the Pentel
They're
click eraser.
Oh, okay. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. I color all the time and I'm like, well, that's there.
It also
Yup.
depends on the paper you're using. So I am using actually marker paper, which is extremely like smooth. So things erase off it very well. If you have a very textured
Ah.
paper, probably wouldn't work.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. We have a
Right,
kitty getting
cats
treats
lining
down
up
in the
for my-
corner.
Yeah, I have 3 cats
Yeah.
wanting on my lap right now.
Aw. And Mirror,
Yep.
gouache. What
Yeah.
is the difference between gouache and watercolors?
It's
Rage.
like yes,
Sorry,
rage
say
is
that again?
definitely part of it.
Rage.
It's
Rage
like
inducing.
if watercolor and acrylic had a baby.
Oh, okay. That
So
makes sense.
gouache is much more opaque,
Yes.
so you can layer. But it also has some quality of watercolor,
Okay, come on.
so I can still get more blending out of it. I can get a tiny bit of transparency out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You can still sort of get some blooms with it.
Yeah.
So there are some behaviors that are similar to watercolor,
Okay.
and they're not quite. It's kind of like a chalky watercolor in a way.
Okay.
So when I first started with gouache, I was
my
really upset because I couldn't figure out how it actually worked.
Yeah.
And I learned that with watercolor, depending on how you use it, you can get really, really, really ultra smooth layers
Okay.
and gradients.
Yeah.
With this, I have to embrace more texture.
Right. Okay.
So
And I
that's
think
kind of
that's
what
why
I'm
I
learning
like
how to
gouache
do.
more, is because of texture.
So with gouache, I'm trying to think almost more impressionistic with
Right.
layering brush strokes and just keep going back and layering. It's also thicker. So with watercolor you can use a lot of water. My
Right.
struggle, right? What are you doing to this cat?
Teasing.
Oh my god, I've never seen him
Poor
do
kid.
that. Oh my
Oh,
god.
goodness.
He's getting a treat out of it. It's fine.
My struggle right now is that I'm still working too thinly. I'm using too much water. You have to use a lot more paint with gouache.
Right.
So,
And so, does that come from your history of using watercolor a lot more?
yeah.
Okay.
This is my first time in probably a year that I've used this. And
Yeah.
it's fine. Like sometimes your initial layers, like you can see how milky
Right.
that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's from just using a lot of water.
Okay.
But also, I didn't reconstitute these paints ahead of time.
Ah, okay.
So I have pools of water in here, and it's not particularly mixed. So we're
Meh.
just kind of going with it layer
Right?
by layer at the moment.
Just make it work. Just make it work.
But a lot of, like, if you see Ghibli films, animations like that, a
Mhm.
lot of those backgrounds are gouache based.
Yeah.
So I want to learn gouache because I love
That
the
look.
look of that animation. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're not
I
creatively.
I was gonna
Sorry, go ahead.
say, mirror, another way to, for me anyways, gouache makes more sense to me than watercolor. But because I used to I started out in acrylic and went to oil paints, I think. And I
Mm.
feel like the texturing and the layering of gouache is more similar to that than watercolor.
Yeah, I feel like whenever I use gouache, to me it's frustrating because it's like what Mir said. It's if watercolor and acrylic had a baby, but it doesn't behave like either one.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to know something though? I will take gouache over watercolor on hot press any day.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Hot press can go
Yeah.
burn in a ditch somewhere.
Yep.
Twisted Mode agrees with you, Ursa.
Thank you
If you're
for
not-
that, Emma.
If you're not following Ursa Twisted, she is streaming right now. Her name is linked in the description below if you
You'll
want
have
to
to
go
ask
give
Dad.
her a follow.
Isn't it just the same as your other game, huh?
All right.
Sorry, my son's asking questions.
No, you're fine. And and Valora is working with watercolors. And is that your preference? Like, do you like working in watercolors more than anything else?
So, I actually only started working in watercolors since streaming on Twitch.
Okay.
So I'm fairly new to painting in general. Like I hadn't really done any art since high school.
Right.
Um so I've only recently started branching out and dabbling in like acrylics and stuff like that, and I think acrylics were like what I had the most experience with, but it was like craft acrylics that you get in
Yeah.
the little like bottles at Walmart or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Yeah, that's
so
definitely different than tube acrylics.
right, artist grade paints and stuff like that. So I'm frustrated with acrylics. I feel like I am familiar with watercolors enough to, yeah, that's my preference.
Yeah.
But my brain wants to work in the way that acrylics and oils work. I have a really hard time. I rage paint. That's how this is my catharsis. Is I just rage paint. It makes me crazy angry all the time. But hey, you know what? It works out in the end.
Yeah.
But it's because mostly that watercolor you have to work light to dark. You have to
Right.
leave in blank spaces for the paper because your paper is your light.
Right.
So but my brain wants to switch between dark light, dark light, dark light, the way you can with oil, the way you can with acrylics. You
Right.
can just layer it. So I get really frustrated with watercolor, but I do as much as it's a love-hate relationship. As much as I get so angry at it, I do like it.
Right.
Back in the day, your first watercolor stream, I think that was the first stream of yours I watched actually.
Yeah, I didn't start with art in Twitch.
Yeah.
That came quite a bit later. Which is interesting, having both a foot in each pool of gaming and art,
art.
and coming into art much later and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's a very different community. Very
Hi,
different community.
Digital. Thank you so
Um,
much for the raid. I appreciate
good
you.
stuff,
We are
though.
hanging out today with Valora Plays, who's over here.
Yeah,
Lisa
Valora,
Crafta
I'm in the same boat
and
as you.
Mira Mask
I
Arts.
still
Thank you so much
I've
for the
been
raid. I
painting with
appreciate it.
watercolor since 2018, and I still to this day want to paint it like it's acrylic or oils. And
We are currently doing a collab for Palia. And so we're hanging out doing all of the things. Thank you so much for the raid. Tell us what you were doing, working on. Give us all of the things. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Tell us all the things, Digital. How'd you find us? And Fairn, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's make sure we're following Digital Dragon. We are following you. Excellent. Excellent. Please tell us all the things. Welcome to the community. I'm Kim for the day. Unapologetically me every day. I'm a crafter. I sew, I crochet, and I knit. Well, I'm getting into knitting, I should say. I don't knit fully yet. But we're doing all of the things. We're having all of our fun being out here, just hanging out, doing all the things. I would love it if you would please make sure that you are taking care of yourself. So if you need to raid and run, please do the thing. You were building a 3D printer? Let's go. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you very, very much. Now, if you would not mind hitting the refresh button by clicking on my picture, it's down in the description down there. If you click on that twice, it'll take you out and bring you back in. It'll remove the raid referral link. It'll count you as an authentic viewer. We are pushing for partners, so if you'd like to help with that a little bit as well too. Our schedule is usually Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, Mountain Standard Time, 6:30. Want to come back, hang out, pop a tab open? That would be amazing. We appreciate you so, so very much.
I haven't turned to violence yet.
Wait,
yeah,
that's a statement to come back to.
Yep.
Why have we not turned to violence yet?
he's having some feelings about the bird, and we
About the gouache?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The blues in the bird are
Yes.
not quite the blues that I have. And
Okay.
I'm having a hard time
Just letting it be.
figuring out how to mix the gouache in a way that's giving me what I want. Because I would know how to do this with watercolor, 100%.
Right.
I do not know how to
is-
mix these colors right now. Fine.
This is
But you want to
how
know something? It's gouache.
right?
So
We
I can just
challenge and
layer
learn.
over it again.
Exactly.
Yep.
Pop a tab open. Am I the only one who thought that was about drinking? Lord. Nope. Probably other people thought it was about drinking too. You're good. All right. Craft update. Here we are. More of a bowl. More chubby fun guy.
All the
Love it.
chubby.
Yes. You called? I did
Nice.
not. That was Twisted, okay? Twisted said that. I just read it. Oh goodness. Oh, I'm chilly. I need a sweater, guys. I might have to go pop out and get one. Question for you and chat, you guys. If you had one thing in Palia that would make your life so much better, what would your one thing be about it? What would your one thing be?
Sorry, I
Can't
missed
be
that.
Frogbert.
I have to choose one.
If you want one thing, if you could go to Singularity 6 right now and say, Singularity 6, give me this, what would that thing be?
I
God.
want to gift things to people.
You want
Yeah.
to gift
I want
things
to
people.
share my stuff.
I
Yeah.
know.
Let
I
me
agree
send a
with that.
present.
I agree with
Junie.
It drives me crazy.
Okay. Only one thing? Yes, one thing right now. Just one thing. One thing.
Larger communities would be a good idea too. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Larger parties. Larger parties, please. Or give it so that the community can be together all in the same party and see where each other is.
that. Ooh, I have one.
Yeah.
To be able to remove the accidental clicked crop and not lose it and all that. You
Yes.
know, like move it, because sometimes you click on the wrong one. You're like, I did not want it
Damn
there.
it. Exactly.
Yeah,
Junie
that
says
that
more
would be good
bag
too.
space always. That
Yeah.
makes
Oh, yeah.
sense.
Yeah, more
Ah,
storage would be huge. Honestly, I want them to fix the cooking jumping.
Oh my
yes.
god.
Yeah.
Like as far as like
That was,
issues
yeah,
go,
that's a
like
good one.
issues, like that's
Yes.
not like a quality of life thing, that's an issue.
Yes.
That would be the one that I would want them to fix is the cooking jumping, because it dissuades so many people from actually joining in on that. Because
Right.
it's maddening. It's maddening, and I totally get it, and I respect it like 100%.
I
Yeah.
know. And I feel like with cake parties, people get a little like there can be people out there who can be really strict about their cake parties.
Oh God, yeah. There's
Um,
militant cake partiers for sure.
I know, where you're like, whoa, okay, we're not
Yes,
coming
chef.
back to this one. No
Yes,
thanks.
chef. Heard.
Space Age Mermaid, the option to toggle on and off automatic door opening. Oh
Yeah.
my God, yes.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
I hate doors flying open and every time I go near them. So I saw someone who was doing a speed build on YouTube, Space Age Mermaid, and what they did is they put something in the door so it would stop opening and closing every time they went past it. Outside,
Oh, that's a smart
thing.
idea.
Yeah, so you can stop the door from opening and closing by putting something in it. It's just stupid. Or like give it like the option like when you play Fortnite where you have to like you have the option of like, hey, I can go up to the door and press the interact and open the door, or the door just automatically opens when I do it. Give me that option. I get that, Space Age. That's another great one. That's another great
So
one.
who is jotting all this down? I'm gonna send a big old list to them.
I know. To have more things that you can have to have them add. Look, Ian, you don't even play. What are you talking about, sir? Ian loves to be a troll. It's fine. There's an
I've
idea.
noticed.
Yeah. The understanding or
Honestly-
improvement of the drop rate. Not everyone can grind so hard all the time. That's true, Fairn. That is so true. I don't have time to grind. I can't spend
No.
45
Yeah.
minutes. Like I can't spend like 5 hours on Palia just grinding to get stuff. Like, or at least give us the like, because I don't feel like they give you the drop rate. They just say with a chance of drop. Well, what is the chance of
Yeah.
drop? You know, give me an option.
Well, and I
Not
know
me
some
giving the
people
good ideas and being yelled at. You're
do
not being
like
yelled at,
the
Ian. Sorry, go ahead.
did the stuffed animal for the deer. I always forget their name.
Cernex.
Cernex.
Cernex, yeah. And one person, it took them like 15 minutes to get it, and another person was like going for 3 hours before they got one.
I know.
So like that's too big of a range.
Yeah, like there's another streamer that I know,
RMJesus.
Caffeinated Doodler. I don't know if you guys have heard of her, but
I just
she's
stumbled
Yes.
into her last night.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
she's yeah, she is like she went like for an entire day trying to catch. I can't remember which one in particular she was trying to catch, but she like streamed for like a full 12 hours just trying
Mhm.
to catch this one Cernak and wasn't able to.
I missed the stream, but I was in the stream right before that she was talking about that she was going to do the stream where she did nothing but try and catch it. So, yeah.
Yes, Eva. Eva says, I would give my firstborn plushie to have the room sizes fit together better. Like if it could make a rectangle that connects, the effort it takes to get me to get the home shapes I wanted, just too much. I get that. 18 hours. Yeah, Twisted said it was 18 hours she hunted for a plushie.
Holy
And finally,
cow.
So
I know it always feels like when I'm ready to like, okay, it's like, okay, I'm done. My package is full. I'm over it. I'm going back. And then it's like plushie. You're like, I hate you. Like, this is so frustrating. I literally was like doing this all day. You could have given this to me 3 hours ago. A door off the hallway. Ooh, that's another one. Good one, Fairn. That's another good one. But yeah, like it's literally just like, oh, here you go. You want this? Okay. After you've grinded, after you've now officially given up, here you go. Here it is. It's like, oh, I swear to God, I've been fighting this all day.
I recently gave up on the courtyard.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
See,
I gave up on it.
I can
I was
see.
really sad because I really liked it. And I was so frustrated. I tried for I think a couple like 2-3 days in a row after I got it to try and make it the layout work where you could connect the courtyard to the house proper, not just
Mm,
from one side, and then have
yeah,
branches that are like satellites. Like
yeah,
I wanted to be able to run from one side down to the other and be able to, connect to it from two different angles.
right.
And I'm talking like and because okay, I figured out the thing I would want them to do. I would want them to do it so that I could keep buildings on the plot without having to have them connected. Now, don't let me leave
Yes.
my plot. Don't let me leave it
Yeah,
until it's fixed. I
right.
totally get that.
Yeah,
But to to say that it has to be connected at all times is so
right,
frustrating because trying to figure out layouts is maddening. It's maddening.
right. Move one here,
And
move it over there. All the wall stuff goes back to
yeah,
storage. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
so I tried doubling up hallways to make it long enough, and I think by the end I was one square off of being able to
Oh
connect them.
no.
And I was
Yeah.
like
No.
almost in tears. I was so frustrated. I was like, I feel like they didn't think about this. They just made it and they thought it was cool and they picked a size, but they didn't really think about how this
Yeah.
would work in a building as a whole because the
Right.
building as a whole, the courtyard is meant to be in the center. It's meant to be
Yeah.
in the center.
Exactly.
It's not something that's on the end. It's not a greenhouse. It's a courtyard,
Right. Exactly.
and I'm just like there's just
I know.
so
It.
I finally
It.
said I'm giving up. I'm just gonna make my own courtyard, and I did a kind of a U-shaped courtyard, BS in the back, and I'm not thrilled with it, but it's better than having to fight with it. And I feel like um being someone who completely redid their house like 2 days before, like a week before they gave us all the free rooms.
Yep.
I'm fine.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'm
I'm
I
fine.
sorry
know.
for you.
Um,
It's like that I walked uphill both ways to school type of
Yeah.
situation.
It
Yeah.
was one of those things that I'm like, these are great changes. These are great
Yeah.
changes. I'm so happy for the community as a whole. This is so
Exactly.
good. I'm not absolutely flat broke right now because of this. It's fine.
But it's
These are
fine.
good
It's
things.
fine.
These are good things. This is good.
Or one of the big ones. Hold on, I just want to say what chat wants to say. So Faern, I figured out a great way to trick to get the fish I needed. I've racked my brain for the plushies. Yeah, that's true. I just emptied my room and picked it up. Twisted, but when you get all of those things in the right place and it looks so nice, and then you have to pick all of that up, it's it's a nightmare. Yes. Except she actually walked both ways. Exactly. Or store actually to move to another plot. ACNH hurts me with the spacing being off and bridges and things. Yes, I know. It is. It's really hard. It's just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't just pick everything up. That's why I'm not willing to do, I did already move my house around, having to move rooms around. And that's why I ended up not doing anything else with the main house. I'm like, this house is not moving. It's not going anywhere. I'm not picking all of this stuff up because I got it all in the perfect place and I absolutely love it. So now I'll move things around, but I'm not picking every single individual thing up. It's not happening.
And that's the thing with like the harvest house is like I knew it wasn't going to be this way because none of the other things work this way, but sometimes you just hope. I was like,
Yeah.
hopefully they just let
Cross
you
our fingers.
upgrade.
Yeah.
Hopefully they just let you upgrade your harvest house to this new
Yes.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Nope.
was like, nope, okay. But like I have my whole front area was like it took me forever to do and like all these flowers and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Right.
okay, if I were to replace my harvest house with a new one,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, God, if they gave me a tool where you can drag and select.
Why they don't have that? But you know what? Okay,
right?
wait,
And
hold
then
on.
you can
Sorry.
just shift everything.
Apparently, if you look at Palia, there is an option there to select more than one thing. If you look at the bottom, There
What?
is. It says press. I can't remember if it's Alt or Control, but there it says press this to auto select. So I was like, okay, well, cool. I've been trying it and it hasn't. I don't know if they've programmed it out now, but there
Yeah.
was an option at one point to select
Alt.
multiple things
Okay.
visually. Anyways, it didn't mean that it worked because, like, if
Yeah.
you think about it, like all the gardenias, like I have gardenia. It's not for everything. Yeah, I have a gardenia like hedge. So if I move my
Mhm.
house, I have
Hedge
to
is
go
there.
pick up
Yeah.
all of those gardenias individually to put them all back down again individually. Like, and even placing small things on that overhead view is damn near impossible because you can't zoom in enough.
It is. Yeah.
Anyways,
And I feel like with the harvest house, with these new buildable pieces that they give you, um, they need to maybe expand some of the functionality of them.
right.
So like this harvest house, like it's huge high up arch or like beams where you can hang lights from, but the lights are so far removed from the bottom floor. It would be nice. I was really hoping it would work this way, where you could take those poles that you can now buy. You can now
Yeah.
build the individual poles, put the pole on the beam, put the light on the bottom of the pole to lower the light level, and
Right.
it doesn't work. You can't put anything on the bottom of a pole. So I was just like, those are something that maybe eventually they can add in as functionality.
Right. Right.
Baby steps, right?
Baby steps.
All right.
It's not, Ian. It's a newer game. So, like Ian said, this game seems awful frustrating. It's not. It's just little quality of life things. Like
It's
little.
just new. Yeah, they're
it's-
updating
yeah.
it regularly enough, I think, to have like hope that everything is going to be better in the long run for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and
I
I
still
mean,
keep going
when
back
it
to it.
first
I'm gonna take a quick break.
when it first came out, I mean, it was so limited, and now they've added so much since then, and they're just always making it better and better. So
Right. Eva says the way I ruined my house trying to fit in the 2-story room and sending everything to storage, I actually cried. Then
Yep.
I decided I like the way it was and had to put it all back. Oh no, ma'am.
no,
I'm
I'm
so
so
sorry to hear
sorry.
that.
yeah.
Okay, we are actually at an ad break. If you guys want to pop out and do a break, we are at 3 hours
could
right
use a
now.
break too. I could use a
Okay,
break
let's
too.
do the thing.
How are we at 3 hours already? What?
Well, okay, so we're 2 hours together and an hour.
Okay,
with
I'm
me
like, no.
yakking my
Where did I
face.
lose it? Where did I lose it? No.
Yeah, there are
Okay.
certain things fair and that they didn't think about. But we're gonna take a quick break, you guys. We're gonna come right back. Go stretch your legs and do the thing because we got to make sure that we're keeping ourselves healthy and all of the things. So we'll be right back, you guys.